did your 1-2 with Big Daddy Kane and Bus.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Nah, that was
that slap joint.
That was different.
Yeah. That was one of my most proud moments right there, meeting Kane and him telling me like, you know, he liked what I'm doing and I'm holding it down the right way. That was one of my most proud moments in this shit, because I feel like Big Daddy Kane one of the ones, and he don't get enough credit and enough praise for who he is and shit and what he brought to this shit, especially for this Brooklyn shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, shout out to Kane, man, for holding me down and showing me that love.
Well, shout out to Kane. There's two other people that you brought up that I wanna ask you about. You said Biggie, Jay-Z. You said, can we take it back to that? However, both those individuals always strategically made records geared towards either the club or the radio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, they was universal.
And I asked Benny.
Yeah.
Because I remember being at the show.
Yeah.
And I looked around.
Oh, here it comes. Here we go.
I know where you're going.
But the
Okay. And I was like, all right. You know what I mean? Why not make records like that?
For me personally, when I'm in the studio cooking, and I don't even go in the studio and cook with the direction of like, all right, I want to work on an album. I just be in there cooking and shit, and then when I'm making songs and stuff, I feel like I hate when artists like make shit like cater like, no, I need to make. Let me do some shit for the club. Matter of fact, let me do this my South record right here. This my Houston joint. This is my West Coast joint.
Right.
I feel like you always miss. It's not even be jack, press skip on that shit immediately. Right. It never works out.
Right.
So I just go in the studio and kind of just be free, and you know. Number one, I never really had the access to them type of waves, to them type of beats.
Never?
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Derringer ain't making that. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm living with Derringer. Like,
But that week that Flex happened, I know a lot of producers hit you up.
Nah, nobody hit me.
Nobody hit you up?
Nah, that's crazy.
That's just wild. Me? I was the only one sending beats.
Yeah.
The only one.
I don't have too many industry friends, man.
It's crazy.
Probably because I don't go outside and party with them and all that.
You need an A&R.
I don't really have too many industry friends.
You need an A&R. Or you don't. Like,
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say you need to.
Yeah, need is a strong word.
But you've never had like a moment like you hear a beat and you're like, yo, I don't want to rap about this shit right now.
Yeah, I have. I have records like that. That's nigga smashes, nigga radio, them bops, them vibes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But shit don't be getting cleared and the samples and you know what I'm saying? I have a particular record that, you know what I'm saying, that would have been unbelievable if that shit would have came out. And
you got it on you?
It just never manifested.
You got it on you?
I don't got it on me.
Yeah.
I don't got it on
Speaker
me.
right there. You know
but it was just too much industry politics and shit, man.
Right.
It just never was able to. And shit like that just, you know, kind of will frustrate me. And like, man, fuck this shit, nigga.
I think we kind of. Go ahead.
I got an audience with, you know, the shit I've been doing with Derringer and Alchemist and, you know, the producers I've been working with. So I'm happy with that.
No, it's all good. No, I think we kind of glossing over the fact that Griselda produced something that we didn't know we needed. You understand what I'm saying? The whole marketing 101 thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a group of artists who create amazing music, right? And it may not touch every genre that we expect because of what we're used to listening to on the radio. But then when you go to a show or one of your mans pull up and they bumping that shit and you like, yo, what's that? Then you realize, damn, nigga, I needed to hear this. I ain't hear something like this in a minute.
It touched the street.
And now that touches everybody. Now it's like, yo, it's a necessity. We have to do this.
Right.
Everybody can't do it though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even with you, with a lot of records you making right now, like, people gonna realize it's something they missed.
No, I'm gonna keep it a buck though. A lot of times, like, that's another thing that kind of get a nigga frustrated sometimes too, dog, is like, I feel like, you know, personally, my opinion, dog, I feel like that shit should be applauded more. I feel like that should put Griselda on a higher even pedestal. Like we didn't run to the trendy, what's popping shit the easy way. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a hit record. Let's get on the radio. Let's da. We doing this shit, nigga. Some of my shit, nigga. Most of my shit ain't no hook on it. You know what I'm saying, nigga? A lot of that shit wasn't even. We weren't even getting that shit mixed. No, none of that.
Right.
And you know, to take it to where we took it and shit, like
It's amazing.
you know, signing with M and Hove and shit, and you know, doing what we doing, you know, writing for niggas and you know.
How did that come? How did that come about with M?
We did that shit with just blacking shit.
Yeah.
Coming out here on our grind, like pulling up, nigga, and just beating the doors down off the offices. You know what I'm saying? That nigga West would be, we'd be spending our last type shit, nigga. Pulling up. West would be coming up here all the time. Like West already had a place. We weren't really looking to sign with nobody or get no record deal. Cause our shit was kind of already making noise and getting crazy.
Right.
Like, we ain't had no stream history. We ain't had no blue checks and none of that shit. We had a cult following from how we was just doing our shit, being so boutique and so limited. So you would see a nigga on a train in Japan wearing a Flying Guy hoodie, or a nigga in, you know, Australia with a Reject 2 hoodie on and shit like that. Like we was creating, we took the approach like, you know, like with Yeezy, like the hype beast approach, like, you know what, we only gonna make 50 of these in the world.
Exclusivity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when motherfuckers rocking it, they rocking it proudly, like, yo, I got it.
God, this is one of
You
the
know what I'm saying? And we was just doing our shit, and our shit was just getting crazier and crazier. And you know, Wes was like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit getting crazy. I ain't gonna lie. We need management, man. We need to get some management. And at that time, Paul Rosenberg had a management company. He was managing I want to say Action Bronson and Danny Brown. Probably some other artists. I don't really
Was that Goliath?
I think it was Goliath.
I think it was Goliath.
Mistaken. And you know, we went up there. You know, Wes was going up there a lot, fucking with the homie Mike H and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just before I even started coming out to the office. But you know, they just had something better for it. They came back after they heard our shit. It was like, yo, I'll play this shit for my partner, you know, with Marshall, you know what I mean? For them, like, yo, we got something different in mind. And, you know, offered us a partnership instead of just managing us. So that's how we even got into with Shady Records and doing Venom. We didn't give a fuck about signing. We really didn't want to sign nothing and none of that. We was happy with doing it our way on an indie, you know what I mean? We was building Griselda, like Griselda Records. Really was a clothing line that Westside had started. It wasn't even no rap shit, no. Because after I got shot and it was looking like it was over for me, like West always been heavy in the clothes, but at that time the clothes was the main priority. And when I got shot, and then, you know, West started just doing this shit. He dropped the Hitler Wears Hermes 1 and 2 and shit started going crazy. I was on 2. By the time 2 came out, I was getting back healthy enough to, like, shockingly, where I'm able to even spit and shit again. Like, oh, this nigga shit. And shit just kind of took off like that. The Eminem Shady and so on and so forth.
Oh, it's God.
Yeah, for sure.
And shout out to Eminem, because I don't know if he gets the kind of credit he deserves for the kind of acts he puts in motion that a lot of people tend to overlook and always want to go to like the flashy shit. But if we look at his track record, 50 Cent, G-Unit as a whole, Slaughterhouse,
Obi.
Trice.
y'all. I'm just look at who he gets in business. Look at the kind of things he puts. He was a member of the Outsiders. Shout out to Rod Digger.
Yeah, shout out to
He was a member of the Outsiders.
He was the first big artist to co-sign this platform.
Facts.
Yeah.
Can't forget
Facts,
that.
yup.
Yeah, can't forget
First
that.
one I said it out of his mouth.
Can't forget
On
that.
an interview.
Now, I don't think he gets credit for. He's actively trying to infuse more of what we've been missing
Right.
into hip hop. I don't think he gets the kind of credit he deserves, because a lot of execs overlook the kind of things that we. Plenty of execs will tell you that won't sell. Plenty of execs will look at your Griselda and say that won't sell. I can't afford to spend money on that. It won't work.
They have. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Labels and offices. That's the other side of the story. I told you we was going beating all them office doors down. Shit, niggas was like, and a lot of it wasn't because we weren't nice. You know what I mean? It was just because they didn't want to get in the bed with the samples. You know, that was Derringer wheelhouse. Derringer is a vinyl collecting genius. So he's heavy on, and then, you know, Wes is real particular. Like, we real particular about our art, bro. Don't fuck our shit up, bro. Like, well, fuck it then. We go somewhere else. We ain't getting to play though. We don't want that beat. We like this. Fuck them drums, nigga, sample loop, whatever. This is my art. It's tailor made. We writing movies, man. This is an art piece. This ain't just a mixtape or a tape, bro. When I'm putting my shits out, it's an art piece. You know what I'm saying? This shit could be hung up in in the MoMA, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want to be treated as such. This is a Van Gogh. So we was always had that ego on our shit when we go in them offices. All right, well, fuck it then. We ain't want to sign on with y'all anyway. Fuck you. Yeah, man.
I had a few questions for you, right? Because I heard you say a few things prior to MECC saying what he said. So how was the business structured around the Shady deal with you guys? Like, how was that partnership? Like,
Yeah, so we just pretty much was one album each, me and Wes, and an album together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I said, man, Mike H, man, shout out to Mike H. You know, he put together a great deal. And, you know, it was pretty much just like a deal that we still shady, but, you know, we still got our power.
right.
You know what I'm saying? We can do what the fuck we want to do, how we want to do it. Straight like that. That's why we was able to still, even while we was still signed to Shady, still put out so many, like, tapes and, you know what I mean? And just was able to still match the gas. And I'm thankful for that too.
Was y'all looking?
If we hadn't did that, we wouldn't have been shit.
Was y'all looking for that Eminem feature?
Huh?
Was you looking for the Eminem feature?
I was personally. Eminem was always one of my favorite rappers ever, all time. So
Right.
I was just every song I had with Eminem in mind.
I think everybody has ever battled secretly, and if you make music, you want that to happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't it happen?
I got a song with Eminem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got a song.
Get the Bluetooth.
Yeah,
Get the Bluetooth.
It didn't come on. It didn't. Was it on the album? It was on God Remember Mistakes, right?
God Remember Mistakes.
It got leaked. So we had to release it early.
But then it technically got put on What Was She?
It was on What Was She Gonna Do, the remix.
Right.
Put Benny and West on it and shit like that.
Right.
But yeah, I got the Eminem verse.
That's right. For the bullshit.
I got that
So many
shit.
people can say that.
Crazy.
You don't mind if I play this right now?
Have at it, man.
I missed it.
We should probably take a break before you play this because we'll get fucked up. You can't.
Yeah, yo, it's called Bang. You heard? Conway featuring Eminem.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of y'all niggas
Top
like,
pen
we
of
already
that.
know that, Hoffa.
5 minute break. 5 minute break while we play this music. 5 minute break.
This Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.